order for the Sports and Recreation Committee. First, we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Everybody please rise, face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, I'm usually loud enough where I don't even need that. Okay. Yep. John Reardon, present. Sean Fitzpatrick.
Present.
All right. Mr. Birch.
Present.
Alfred DiPaolo.
Present.
Excellent. Vice Mayor Selena Samos.
Present.
Timothy Cruz. Krutz.
Present.
Sorry. Dennis Siebert.
Present.
Mike Laura Moore.
Present.
And Sandy Rubin is not present today. All right. First thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the October 8th meeting. Anybody want to make a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Excellent. Anybody have a second for that motion?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. All right. Motion passes. Minutes are approved. Comments from the public. Is anybody here other than the sports people, which we'll hear from later? And I don't see anybody. Does anybody on the board have anything that they'd like to say or add at this point in time? All right.
You'll get a second chance at the end.
So next thing on the agenda is the discussion of Resolution 16-55 related to the infrastructure surtax.
Chris Marsh is here today from our engineering department to give that presentation.
Good evening, Mr. Marsh.
Thank you for having me. So the purpose of this committee is to review the list of previous projects for consistency with the stated rules, the same for current projects, and then the same for future projects.
And you're speaking from the secondary handout that we've been provided?
Correct.
Thank you.
And I'll go through that handout now. There is a list of rules for the projects that are eligible for the use of the discretionary funds. And the pertinent parts of those rules are highlighted for you. I'm not going to read through those tonight. What I did put together, because this, unfortunately, this fund is going to sunset. We have collected the total amount of funds that was intended to be collected, and it automatically sunsetted. So this will be the last year that we receive funding from it. I did put together a list of projects that we have funded with the use of these sales tax from 17 through 2024. The total funds received will be a little over $24 million, and the anticipated remaining funds is $753,000 that we'll receive in fiscal year 25. This list is from FY24. These are the expenditures from last year. I need the group to review these and make sure that they are eligible for the surtax expenditures.
Remaining 750, what are the intended earmarks for that?
I'm going to go through it. And there's actually, we have more than $750,000 of those funds that we haven't spent. So this will probably be around for another couple years, but no new money. That'll be the last new money that we get put in there. And the primary project is going to be the rec center expansion. To give you an update on the rec center expansion, where we're at right now is we went out for RFQ to hire a design build firm. We received proposals, and on Wednesday of this week, a committee will rank those proposals, and then hopefully we will be able to negotiate the first round of work for this firm. And what that first round will entail is them putting together a detailed scope, a not to exceed budget amount, and then we would hire them immediately to start doing that work. They'd be paid to put together those proposals. And then probably 3 to 4 months down the road, they would be able to put together that not to exceed cost for us. And then we would bring that proposal back to council for approval. That would immediately start the design process. The unique thing about this way of procurement is that we could design to a point and actually start constructing before the design's complete, which allows us to expedite the process. We're looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 years to complete all the improvements associated with this project. And then here's the other projects that are funded by this fund. And if you have any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to answer those.
Mr. Chair, may I just ask for clarification real quick?
You may.
Thanks. And I know we're not going to go through all the qualifications, but because we do have several people on the board that were not here prior, it is that it needs to, the funds can only be used for projects that exceed a 10-year lifespan, but that are open to the 5-year.
5-year lifespan.
And that are open to the public, so it's full use for everybody. I mean, just if you don't mind, like the 2 or 3, I think those are all like the basic qualifications, just so everyone's aware of. I know they're in here, but it's, the surtax money was that, we were getting 2.4 million a year from it.
Fixed capital expenditure with a life expectancy of 5 or more years and related to land acquisition, land improvement, design and engineering costs, and other professional related costs required to bring the public facilities into service. We could also purchase vehicles, fire department vehicles, emergency medical service vehicles, sheriff's office vehicles, police department vehicle, or any other vehicle and the equipment necessary for its official use, or equipment that has a life expectancy of at least 5 years. And there's any expenditure for the construction, lease, or maintenance of or provision of utilities or security for facilities as defined in 29.008. So it's pretty easy. What we put before you is definitely going to last longer than 5 years. So, but obviously it's your job to review those. And if you see anything that doesn't meet that criteria, then you would bring it to our attention and we would address that.
What are the goals for the use of the remaining money other than the rec center? Anything?
So there is an active project for the water treatment plant site modifications right now. I'm not sure if you've been by the Brass Ring area. They're tearing down the old water treatment plant that's been out of service for close to a decade. So that will be one of the projects. And then art in public places. If one of the things that just popped up out there is the sculpture. So
Gotcha. All right. Does anybody have any questions for this gentleman? Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here this evening.
Thanks, Chris.
thank you. Have
Thanks.
a great evening.
You too.
Yep. All right. Next on the agenda is any reports from the board. So this is,
Question.
please, Dennis.
I know last year we were speaking, 24, we were speaking about the possible 2 pickleball courts going into Homestead and
Yep.
Counterpoint. Is that still?
So I've had actually discussions with Chris about splitting up the 2, putting one at Pippin as well.
Okay.
So we'd have 2 different spots with at least one court
in
in the
Counterpoint.
neighborhood, in Counterpoint, yes. Actually, I was just out there last week surveying the
Okay.
area.
Okay.
So, and, you know, one of the concerns, actually hot off the press today that I heard, anytime you put pickleball courts in neighborhoods, they're noisy.
Yes.
So 2 companies have this new pickleball paddle called the Silencer. That is supposed to be much more quiet. Now, we can't force people to buy them, but at least then they will have an option down the road for that. So, but I feel like because the neighborhood is not like, it's hard to get to some areas the further you get into the neighborhood in Counterpoint.
Yeah, that's far back. Homestead
Right.
is about as far back as you can
Right,
go.
so it makes sense to split it up. These are for the neighborhood to use, not necessarily the community to use. You know, so those parks don't have bathrooms.
Nope.
So I prefer them to be walk-to available. And I think it makes more sense to split them up.
Okay.
So, yep.
Reminds me of the old acronym NIMBY. Everybody wants improvements, but nobody wants it not in my backyard.
Correct, yes, yes. And if we put two of them in either location, it would chew up quite a bit of the green space that's available.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, so.
Thank you.
The one entrance, the southern entrance on Crestwood, the new park has been closed. People have been asking me about it.
Got it. So the brick pavers that are down the center of the drive have sunk. It's a trip hazard, so it's an ADA compliance issue. So Public Works, because it's actually it's a roadway too. It's an emergency roadway for emergency vehicles to get through the park into Belisara. So right now, Public Works is still trying to secure pricing to get the brick pavers lifted and replaced, but that's why it's closed. So, and to the best of their ability, that's why they've kind of roped it off. Although it doesn't affect any of the use of the park, but it is a little bit of a inconvenience getting in and out because we only have one way in and out of the park. So I would expect within the next month that should be taken care of.
So the next item on the agenda is upcoming programs and events from the various sports providers. Looks like,
So we're going to start with Brandon
okay,
first,
perfect.
and then he'll bring up the sports providers.
All right.
Brandon.
All right, good evening. So I'm Brandon Pendergrass. I'm the Recreation Superintendent. So I'm going to go through some updates on our programming currently and some more information about our upcoming events. Right now, we're currently conducting our Co-Ed Youth Basketball League that goes from grades K through 8. We're probably about mid-season right now. We're upwards of over 200 participants. So right now, each division is probably 4 to 5 teams at least, with the max division having 6 teams across the board. So it's making for a good league, fun and competitive. Games on Thursday nights for the middle school ages. They're getting fun, and the Saturday morning games for all the youth, the earlier age groups, they're all been going well as well. At the conclusion of our basketball season, we'll be going in our co-ed youth volleyball, ages 10 through 14. And right now, we're taking registrations for that. We started in December, and so mid-March, we'll start evaluations and draft process for that. The season will begin in May. So some of our early childhood and youth programs, right now we have youth dance that is registering, ages 2 through 12, various programs, and they go from tap, ballet, and jazz, all 3. Our early childhood and adventures program with Miss Angie is continuing to provide quality preschool classes and VPK. Right now they're rated best in class by the Palm Beach Post for early childhood and VPK classes. So they've been doing a great job back there. They're currently taking registrations and open enrollment for VPK, and the preschool is registering throughout the year. So as open spots are available, you can register with her. We also have some ongoing youth programs. We have tennis lessons out at Camellia Park, karate at the Recreation Center. We have golf lessons at Commons Park. And then we also have our karate classes at the Rec Center. Our primary sports providers, which you'll be hearing from shortly, they're all gearing up and starting their spring seasons. Our youth soccer, youth baseball and softball, and youth travel basketball. So they'll give you some more on their reports here shortly. Some of the adult programming, our adult basketball league is in the middle of their season as well. They started around the same time as the youth league. 10 teams in that league. So roughly upwards to 100 participants, and it's a good league, very competitive. If you ever go to the Rec Center Sunday morning, games start at 12, between 12 and 4. And you'll see some really good basketball being played. Some former overseas players and some guys that are really playing some ball. So it's really fun to watch. Open play indoor pickleball is picked up. We will continue registering all throughout the year. We added a couple courts, so now we have 4 courts indoors at the Recreation Center. So right now, we probably have about 150 people registered, and new people are registering every day. So we'll be well over 200 people within the coming weeks and months. That goes from 9 to 1, Monday through Friday at the rec center. Then some of our other adult programs, we have fitness classes that are going on. We have yoga, total body conditioning, and then we have our annual fitness room membership, which you can register for throughout the year. And then once we hit June, July, we'll prorate it for the rest of the year for you. Senior programming. So our senior programming, we have our daily congregate meal program provided by the county. Seniors can come in, they can enjoy a free lunch daily from 12 to 1. In addition, we have activities and games that they do. Bingo and Pokino are the 2 big days where seniors come in and they play those games, and we have gifts and prizes that they give out to the seniors. There's approximately 80 seniors per day. There's probably upwards of close to 150, 200 people that are actually registered for the program. And the Palm Tran to bring them, drop them off, and pick them up throughout their time. But they'll eat, play their games. Once they're complete, Palm Tran to pick them up, take them back home. So that's a good program. What else we have? Our Young at Heart Club for ages 50 and over. So right now we have 275 participants enrolled in that. And they have currently monthly luncheons. The next luncheon coming up is actually this Friday to be essentially our Valentine's Day luncheon for Young at Heart. The theme is red for Valentine's Day. But they have catered food, entertainment, music, dancing. Friday, it's a good day and it's fun. It really does keep them young at heart. Additional to the Young at Heart Club and meal program, we also have seasonal themed events for their seniors that aren't in the Young at Heart Club. So the next one is our Valentine's Day party, which will be on Valentine's Day, Friday the 14th. It'll be at the rec center. Right now, we are maxed out, 150 participants, and we can take no more registers. I mean, it's full, and it filled up, I would say, within the first 2 weeks of it being open. And so the seniors come out, they have a great time. They dance, they dress up in their themed wear. It's a really great time, fun to go and see and see how they enjoy themselves. Some of the other senior programs, currently we have a lot going on for the seniors. Chair yoga, silver sneakers. We have a senior tech class to get caught up on the new age stuff that's going on with phones and computers. Oil and acrylic, knitting, crocheting. We have a book club, a writing club, and just added a sketching class too for them as well. It's exciting. Those programs will continue to grow, especially once we finish our rec center expansion. We'll have more space, and the senior population loves what we do for them and loves the programming, and so we'll continue to add and find new things and new programs for them. For the cultural and special event side of it, we just had our annual Martin Luther King Day event, which is put on by CAFSI. That was on Monday the 20th at the Cultural Center. It was a great event, had over 250 people come out. We have our concerts in the park on every first and third Friday. The next one will be actually this Friday. The event is from 5 to 9. The concert starts at 7, and the concert we're looking at will be Into Nation, which is a Motown tribute. Next big event that we'll be having is West Fest, 3-day event. Starts on Friday the 28th, and it'll wrap up on Sunday, March 2nd. It's a Western-themed event. We'll have carnival rides, country-themed entertainment, arts and crafts, train rides, pony rides. We have a lumberjack show. We have plenty of good food and vendors out there, and it's always a great time. It's free. The entire event is free except for your food and whatever you want to buy from the vendors, and it fills up fast, so get out there early to enjoy yourselves. And now, over at the Cultural Center, we have our Daddy-Daughter Dance that's coming up. It'll be on Saturday, March 10th, 6 to 8. Include food, entertainment, activities for daddy and daughter. A good time, a good event to come out with your daughters and enjoy that. And then also we have our Green Market every Saturday morning right here in the front of Village Hall. produce, food, pretty much anything you could think of. But it is great. We have a lot of vendors put on by POTTC, and that's from 9 to 1 on every Saturday. It'll wrap up. It'll go through the spring. It'll wrap up in April, and at the end of April, I'm sorry. And the last but not least, I'm getting tongue-tied. At the rec center, we just started last week our free VitaTax service for households that have an income of $70,000 or under. They're there Mondays, Wednesdays from 4 to 8, and then Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So every day that they're there, we get a line stretched out throughout the back of the building. People come up, and it's a great service. Last year, I think it was, from VitaTax service, I think it was over $400,000 in refunds that they were giving out from that service. So it's a free, like I said, as long as the income is under $70,000 or less in 2024, they'll go and they'll prepare and do your taxes for free. And so that's it. That's a rundown of our programming and community events that we have coming up. Anybody have any questions?
I just have one, Brandon. I know that the Young at Heart, last time we had a meeting, the Young at Heart said that there was a waiting list to join.
Yes.
There's
Still a waiting list.
And how deep is that?
The waiting list is pretty deep. We're at least 10 deep.
And we kind of stop it there because we know we're not going to lose people.
Right.
So we don't want to give people false hope once we get past 10, 20 people on the wait list. It could be longer if we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
That was it. I have nothing.
May I ask, Mr. Chair? So I don't know, because I didn't ask you ahead of time, so I apologize if you don't have the number ready, but we just did Shakespeare Under the Palms. Do we have a rough estimate for the 4 days or 3 days that we
So
had?
I do not. I just know
Okay.
I was there Thursday night, and I talked to Elizabeth. There was a smidge more people this Thursday than it was last year.
Okay.
When we had it in the summertime, but I figured I'd give Elizabeth, the producer, a day to rest.
Sure.
Today, so I did not chase her down for a number.
It's
and stuff,
okay.
But
And we were there Saturday night, so there were quite a few people there
yeah, and I
as well.
figured
I
as
think the
each day
weather
went along that there would
Yeah.
be more and more people there. The
Okay.
weather was perfect.
with that. Thank you. And then the other question I had a resident who was talking about the equipment in the gym. I know we talked about with Chris and redoing the rec center, and I know that that's part of the full plan is to get new equipment in there. I know we're moving the location, so I don't know if it's possible to potentially order some equipment prior to the renovation, or do we need to wait till then? And I know this might be a budget issue as well.
Yeah, I know when we do the renovation, we're looking at upgrading majority of the equipment. Right now, where we are, we walked through it and saw there is a potential to maybe add some equipment. Right now, we're almost maxed out in space. But a couple machines, I know we were talking about maybe potentially adding a rowing machine in there. And so we can move things around to kind of make some space and make it work. And if we can, we'll definitely add some stuff and keep it current, because I know we've had the kind of the same things for a while, and I know people want something new.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I was in there with Brandon today, actually looking around to see if we could probably squeeze one more piece of equipment in the space that we have.
Yeah.
In there, and I know it makes sense if we're going to renovate,
Yep.
to buy all new equipment then, or newer equipment then, not to do it in
And
stages. but-
the new space would be more than double.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll actually have window to the outside too, so it might even feel a little bit more like
Yeah.
bigger than what it is too, so, yeah.
And the good thing, whatever we add now, it'll be nice, new, and we'll be able to transition it over to the new one.
Excellent. Thank you, Brandon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next, we'd like to invite Mal Hassan up to the podium.
I'd like to defer, so I don't upset any of my colleagues over here. I know I'm long-winded. Hold them up.
All right. Gary Stelgis. Come on up, sir. This podium over here to your right.
Good evening. Can you guys hear me okay? All right. So Gary Stelgis, I'm the president for the Youth Baseball Association of Royal Palm Beach. I apologize for my attire. Today's the first day of practice, so I was there before, I'm going there after.
Excellent.
So spring started a couple weeks ago with our evaluations. We did our draft the week after, and today's the first day of practice. So give some highlights here. For the spring, we have 26 baseball teams, generally about 4 in each age group. The older age groups will get a little interesting this time of year because of high school and middle school, private schools particularly, play baseball and softball in the spring. So those numbers generally are down, but we're up 3 teams there. Softball, on the softball side, we have 10 teams, and we also had 10 teams in the fall. Some real big highlights to kind of take away. About 40% of our kids are in the T-ball range, so the future is very strong. We have about 160 of the 400 kids, which is cool, right? So last year, I'd tell you, it was a little bit on the opposite. We had some kids aging out, so we cover ages 4 to 16/17. So some of those kids are no longer eligible at this point with their ages, but a very strong on the younger side. Some highlights over the summer, just to kind of touch on that. Our 8U baseball team and our 8U softball team finished 3rd in the state of Florida for Babe Ruth, which was pretty cool. If you guys remember a couple years ago, we had our 14U softball team. They actually won the World Series, and then the 3 years prior won the states. So we've had a lot of success in those programs. So it's good to see the younger age groups. Currently, we have 1 travel team because, again, spring's a little interesting with high school and middle school ball. In the fall, we had 6. So our ranges for spring, there's a longer runway. We did that intentionally, so our opening day is going to be the 15th. Gives us about 10 weeks of play with spring break in the middle. Gives them an opportunity to get prepared for the postseason for our all-star programs where they get to go compete against their fellow leagues for the district, potentially states, and then ultimately the World Series if they keep winning. So we wanted to give them a little extra runway there. So we gave them like an extra week or so, week and a half. Kind of compressed everybody else to get uniforms ready and everything else in the right time frame. So that's pretty excited. Some partnerships that we've developed over the years. A couple weekends ago, we had Tristan McKenzie out here. He had a great baseball camp over at Farron Park. We had about 160 kids. So if you guys aren't familiar with Tristan, he's a hometown talent. He pitches for the Cleveland Guardians. Pretty cool. Comes back every year. Small world. His grandmother goes to my church, right? So they show up with the van for donation for the food, and it's the same church. So it's small world. So he asked for a donation, gave out a bunch of stuff to the kids, gave out awards for the camp. So really cool partnership there. Also have a developing partnership with the high school, working with those guys. They're going to come over and run clinics and vice versa. We'll have some of the kids go over for the high schools. For the past 3 springs, we have a relationship with the Marlins. They do they call it a Little League Day. So they invite all registered participants and 1 parent free of charge to a baseball game. Generally, it's in April or March, so that's a really cool option, and then they offer a discounted ticket. So last year, we sold more than any of the others, so we got a pretty cool package. They brought 10 of our kids out on the field. They got to go out with the players, got to get a signature, go backstage, meet the rest of the team, so it was really, really cool. I think we had about 1,200 people from our league participate in that promotion. Continued community sponsors, so pretty much the way we run our program to help keep our prices as low as we can. We do ask each of the coaches to go out and get sponsors from the local community. So we normally have about 400 local small business sponsors that sponsor our league. If you go by the field, you'll see the banners up on the field. Generally, it's the same, I'd lovingly say the same 60-70% that sponsor every year. Without fail, normally I just call them up and say, hey, are you interested? And they say, absolutely, I have the check. Why aren't you here? So it's really cool. We have a great community partnership there. And also with Dix and Chevy, they always sponsor the league, give us equipment and some much needed stuff for the league to, again, keep those prices low. This is the first season we've offered in the fall T-ball softball intentionally because our competitors do that. So the first season we had about 30 girls. We had almost 40 sign up this year. And so that's a big win for us to grow that program. And so they're going to play at Farron Park. That's actually most of our growth in the league is coming from the softball side on the girls' side, on the T-ball side. So that's pretty cool. We have about 15, 16 total T-ball teams, which is including the 3 that are over there. So those are some of the highlights. Did anyone have any questions about the program? Or?
No, sir, I don't
No?
have a question.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate the support. Thank you.
Yep. Ms. Brooks? Welcome. Good evening.
My name is Claudine Gooden Brooks. I'm the president of Savant Academy Stars, doing business as World Palm Beach Stars. My baseball quiver in my 40 years, I still haven't mastered public speaking, but I will try my best.
Just think like you're in the gym.
You're among friends.
Use your
It's all
gym
good.
voice. Yeah, use your gym voice.
It goes a little soft, so muster up that old courage and get it back out. Currently we have 3 active travel teams. Our middle school team, our grade 8 through 9. Well, that would help too, thanks. I sounded extremely low. You didn't tell me, appreciate that. We have our 3 active teams, our middle school team, which consists of grade 6, 7, and 8. We have an 8 through 9 team, which are our more advanced players in grade 8. They join our grade 9 group. And we have our high school team, which consists of grade 10 and 11. We're fortunate to have players that can play up and down. The leagues that we play in, it's your age requirement or your grade requirement. So we had a lot of fun having players going between 2 teams to get in more tournament experience. This year we participated in an average of 4 tournaments per team. I do have a handout here for more detail on that, but the Vice President said she had ice cream cake, so I'm not going to talk your ear off that much either. But here are extra copies. I wasn't sure if I had enough, but here you go. So looking at our registration, we had 112 active registrations through our website. You can register through worldpalmbeachstars.org. We do use the Wix website and the Square application to assist us with our administrative collection of information and helps with security, so we don't have to, well, hopefully not breaches, because, you get a letter every week, right? Because we're dealing with our youth information. I keep our systems in Square and Wix. We currently have 4 coaches who assist us. That's Coach Adrian Harris, Coach Billy R, because his name is extremely long and I don't want to mess it up. Sorry, Coach Billy. Coach Xavier and myself. Also, my son has joined our team, Coach Nicholas Gooden, in coaching this year. We just opened up our registration for 2025 with a start date in March for our first tournament. So we're currently registering and holding tryouts Friday nights at the rec center. We can't occupy outside just yet because we have rec ball that's doing their practice, but as soon as we can get on those courts, we will surely be there. So some relationships that we're fortunate to build with the community. We do have our parents, of course, that support our teams and they donate individually. I like to point out Dr. Papa. Thank you, Dr. Papa. Anytime we pop something, we send our players over to him, and he did make a donation to our organization. We have a relationship with Rangeman Films. He is known for viral videos, sport videos, which have highlighted some of our players, and they're so excited about that because, come on, we're like Royal Palm Beach, we're like tucked away in our cute neighborhood, and they're out there with thousands of views on their highlights, so they're extremely happy about that. We're also supported by Alban Robinson and Associates law firm. His office provides office space, computer, and legal support. Our partnership with Marcus McGee Basketball, he's one of the largest tournament providers for South Florida. A lot of the NBA prospects that came out for 2023, 2024 that came from Florida. One of them is the Thompson twins. He's going to be in the All-Star game in this couple of weeks, right? He's out of South Florida, out of his program. I'm very grateful for that relationship. He has allowed our program to grow And I mean, in terms of if we were if we were short, you know, you try to squeeze in another tournament, but you're like, oh, so the budget sells this amount. He has worked with us in regards to getting teams in and squeezing some extra tournaments in for them, which very much appreciate it. It's kind of hard, you know, to pop in and say, hey, you know, can we come to your tournament? But we only have this amount. But he is so forgiving and works with us in terms of trying to get extra support and play for our students, for our players. We're also in partnership with My Schoolhouse, which why I said students, because we have a program called the Shoot Program, in which we focus on travel basketball and education. I'm a former D1 player. I don't play that. All of our players know we don't play that. We have study hall before practice, so there won't be any, you know, I'm tired, I don't want to do anything after practice, I didn't finish my work. No, we will help you finish your work. I'm also a PE teacher over at My Schoolhouse, so we are very big on tutoring our players and our students. There's a new program called the PEP program, which gives assistance to students to pay for tutoring. So that is one of the programs I'm hoping that our parents are sign up our players for. I say students and players interchangeably because of where I work, so sorry about that. And that will help pay for a tutor, for them to get tutored, so that hopefully that'll be a great help to them. We're also supported by the University of Fort Lauderdale men's basketball program. They come out and they help us for practices. Coach Anderson, head coach, he comes out and he does pep talks, he does drills with them. We're also supported by Albany State University men's basketball, Patrick Gale. He headlined our Rising Star program. That's where we pick the brains of university head coaches. What are you looking for? What is the scene in terms of recruiting? NIL deals, of course, that's naturally on top of everybody's mind, especially since high schoolers are able to get NIL deals. So that is another area we're focusing on. I'm partnered with a company that allows our players to sign up and be on the market to receive NIL deals. So we're also supported by Grassroots Basketball in Canada through Coach Ro Russell. He's the founding person of like how we have AU here. He is the founder of AU in Canada. Very important because we like to build international relationships. I was born in Canada, so that's naturally, you know, of course, why not? We also are supported by Phase One, which is the Jamaican basketball and the Jamaican Basketball Association. We held a camp where we connected players who have a Caribbean background to their national team. So we held a camp and they participated with the Jamaican team, they participated with the Barbados team, and Bahamas. That was very fun to expand out into those areas. We're also, through our Nike basketball camp, that was an honor. We also had our Mayor Pinto came out and he spoke at our camp, which is pretty cool because we wanted to tie everything into our community. I spoke to our current mayor. He said he will as well come out to any event. Of course, naturally, due to his schedule, if he can make it. So I definitely will be reaching out to him as well. We're also supported through the NSU University School. Coach Ron Oliver, he came and helped host some of our tournaments and clinics, which was really good. He's a former NBA coach, and I find that tying all these coaches together to support our team and our whole organization lets them know that, you know, keep pushing through for your dreams, because we had Scotty Worms, who came to our camp way when he had his little knobby knees. That's really what I remember him for. And he could jump for his age. And now he's a big-time NBA star. We have multiple D1 scholarship recipients out of our program. I always push. I say, I can get you an academic scholarship faster than I can get you an athletic scholarship. So we always push our students and players for both. If a player cannot participate in travel, we do have our developmental program Monday and Wednesdays. We train, we focus in on what do you need to do to get better. We help kids stay active. What I would like to add this year is a meal program. I reached out to Ideal Nutrition Now. They are an affordable meal program right here in Wellington. Their store is in the outskirts of Wellington Mall. They provide meals for $7.70 or $8.49, depending on how the delivery or the setup or subscription is. And I like to incorporate that into our program because I know some practices we end at 9 o'clock. We try to use as much time as available and kind of don't want them to be running to McDonald's after practice. So I would hope that, or I would like to propose if use of the kitchen just for storage for those meals would be possible, if that would be all right, but I'll talk to Brandon about that. Just to make sure. Oh, we have merch. So I brought extra t-shirts. Hopefully it doesn't violate. It's not over $25. So I bought shirts for the board if you like to walk around and support our organization. I'm grateful for the gym that will be the renovation and expansion of the gym. I've been pushing for tournaments in our area for a very long time, and I look forward to the completion of that. I would ask if a camera or a way of filming activities on the court could be available, maybe another revenue stream where it could be rented out for a team to, purchase their video, their game film, or anything like that. Just a suggestion that I wanted to throw in there. We participate in AAU, USA Basketball, and US AAA Basketball, also the independent circuits that provide great exposure for our kids. And we would like to see if we can lock in that 1 week for camp. It's usually the last week of summer.
Yeah, before school goes back?
Yeah, right before school. If we can lock in that particular date, it'll help me solidify the Nike camps and solidify any other camps that are more branded. And we wouldn't have to scramble a little bit in that regard. So it's a proposal I like to put forward. Thank you so much for dealing with my squeaky voice. And I'll have their shirts over here if you want to pick it up.
Ms. Brooke, hold on one second, because I have a question. It's not for you, but I think it may be to your benefit. Mal, the soccer tracking, so soccer has a tracking system, and I imagine it would work for basketball as well. The players wear trackers, and then it gives them game stats, how far they ran, how fast their max speed was. It gives them game highlights. And then if we bought one, or if one was purchased, you could have the parents chip in if they wanted to use it.
Yes.
To help pay back for the cost of the device.
Yes, that would help out a lot.
Get with the man in the white shirt. He'll help you.
Appreciate it. Do you have any questions or insight? No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, take it.
Mr. Hassan, please.
No, Evan.
Nope, you're the last one, sir. Yeah, ice cream cake. And where's our merch?
First off, before I start, just want to thank all of you guys up here for everything that you do. It's not easy, and the same to my colleagues over here. Running a program's not a very easy task, yet alone kind of trying to coordinate all the activities of several different youth organizations. So thank you guys very much for what you do. My name is Mal Hassan. I am the president and director of coaching of Royal Palm Beach Strikers soccer program. I've been involved with the program since 2009 as a dad, then a volunteer coach, then a board member, then the vice president, and now the president of the club. So seeing a lot of kids come and go, a lot of parents come and go, And it's kind of scary when you see former players come back and their kids are in the program. Kind of puts things into perspective of how old we're all getting. But, so our recreation season, we have a recreation season and a competitive season, or a competitive program. Our recreation program is divided into a spring season and a fall season. Last year, our spring season in recreation, which has ages U6 to U19, we had 736 kids, which was 56 teams. And technically, we probably could have had 100 kids and probably about 75 teams. Two things holding us back from really exploding. Number one, getting volunteer coaches. Very difficult. And then what happens is we end up putting more kids per team. So it's a little larger, not really a perfect scenario, but it works. And obviously, field space. We just can't accommodate that many kids and teams out on the fields that we have currently. Our competitive program for last season was 272 kids. For the fall of 2024, 673 kids in our rec program, and we currently have 338 kids in our competitive program. So for each seasonal year, fall and spring combined, we're looking at, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. So for the fall, if you take the fall with our competitive program, it's over 1,000 kids. And if you take the spring with our competitive program, it's over 1,000 kids. So over 1,000 kids participating year-round in the Royal Palm soccer program. Currently, for our recreation, for spring 2025, we have 662 kids registered. That's with 2 weeks left, and then an additional 2-week late period. And we normally get 75 to 100 additional kids during that time. They don't seem to mind paying late fees, so we continue to charge them. Rec teams, like I said, 56 teams. Roughly it bounces around between 52, 56 teams. And our competitive teams, this year we started out with 21 teams. And what we do is we actually have a pathway which we try to work by. We offer the recreation program. Then between the fall and spring season, we put together a little all-star team of the U8 kids so that during tryouts for competitive after the spring, we kind of have a competitive team already established, and then we can add on to it through tryouts. So you have the rec, you have the all-stars, then we have a CDP, which we call a competitive developmental program. That's for those kids that try out for our competitive teams, and they're just not quite there yet, but they're a little bit more advanced than they are, the other rec kids. So we let them have a season in the CDP league, the CDP program, and we actually put these teams into competitive leagues, in lower level competitive leagues, so that they have an opportunity to develop. And the greatest teacher is the game itself. So if you give kids an opportunity to get on the field and play, that's the best teacher. And then obviously our competitive program, which is the pinnacle of what we do. Our competitive program, our teams, we practice in the Florida State Premier League, the Florida League, the South Florida United League, and the Elite Development Program League. The Florida State Premier League is a select league in which the higher level teams participate in. The games are normally held in neutral locations, Tampa, Orlando, and the kids will go there for a weekend, play a game on Saturday, play a game Sunday. So really good experience, and for other coaches and schools to take a look at when you're traveling across the state for that. The majority of our clubs, competitive-wise, participate solely in local leagues. It's just the higher level ones that we move around the state. Success to me in a soccer program, these are the things that I look for. Development in the kids, growth of the program, results eventually. If you're doing right by the kids, the results will come naturally. High school and then college. And the reason I bring high school up is because I coach at the high school. I've been there for 14 years. And what's pretty cool is the kids that play in our program, instead of kids that are at different, you have a Wellington program. Instead of the kids going to play for the Wellington program that go to Wellington High School, we have such an array of schools that come and play for Royal Palm Beach, Seminole Ridge, Wellington, Royal Palm Beach Central. And what's nice is you watch these kids grow in our soccer program, whether it's rec or competitive, and then these same kids take it to the next level at high school. It's almost like a year-round training system. And the results at the high school level, I think it shows that this concept kind of works. Outside of this year, we got knocked out early. We've advanced to the regional level. We've had first team all-county players, second team all-county players. The high school teams, 5-team regional, a 5-time regional participant in high school. We've had all-state players at the high school level, all region players at the high school level. These kids play for Royal Palm Beach Strikers since they were kids. So it's super, super cool seeing when they were like this and then how they develop. Additionally, several of the kids from the Strikers programs end up getting scholarships once at the high school level. I know from one of the kids that I personally coach with, he was offered a $75,000 scholarship for IMG Academy. They took him Christmas break, 9th grade. He lived there for the next 3 years, and right now he's in his senior year at Division I Villanova. So that's pretty cool story, and it's nice seeing the kids go up the ranks there. We promote via our website, social media, emails. I've developed relationships with Palm Beach Post, Town Crier, local ESPN, so they kind of do stories about our program. They do stories about the high school. Then they'll do, other pieces specifically about the individuals. So it's kind of nice just getting the name out there of the program and giving the kids another avenue to pursue opportunities of playing at another level. Parks Department, just want to say, you guys have always been a team for us. Never felt like we couldn't go to the Parks Department and ask for something. If they can't do something, they tell us can't do something. But they've never made us feel like we can't approach them and talk to things about them, and I appreciate you guys for that. I know we treat the fields as if they were my home lawn. I regularly, John can attest to this, I regularly close the fields before the village even says to close them, because I want to protect them. If we don't have the fields, we don't have a program. So we want to keep the fields as nice as possible. My Christmas list. I've been begging for turf for a while. I know Selena knows that. Mark. Yeah. In addition to the turf, and we've spoken at this at some of our board meetings, some type of storage container to put some equipment in, and a fenced-in area for the goals so that the goals can be moved off the field and they can be locked and secured in a little caged area in the corner off somewhere. And lastly, an outer fence of the entire complex so that when the fields are not in use or they shouldn't be getting used, that people just can't walk on them. Just try to, make it a little harder for them to get on the fields. I always break down the numbers to the kids in our programs just because I like to see where we're growing, where we can do a little better, if we're missing something, what we can bring in. And what I'm seeing is for the older age groups, which we'll say is like U14 and above, we have maintained the number of participants in it over the year. But probably for the last 4 or 5 years, the younger age groups, the numbers keep going up and up. And that's the future of the program. So I feel like we're on a good, we're on a good path, continuing to grow if we're able to grow. Our fall season for the recreation program starts the first week in September and is over by the first week of September, and it's over the second week of November. Our spring season is the third week of February, and it goes through until the second week of May. We try to do a little tournament, invite some teams from other clubs to come out and participate. We make it a tournament-style thing. This is our second year of doing it. We've got a long, long way to go for it to become a successful tournament. I know one of our neighboring clubs over here, they have a tournament annually over there. I think they had 600 teams participate from all over the country. They come over, and just how wonderful that would be, not only for our program, for people to see our program, our facilities, but for the community and all the revenue that it can generate to all the local businesses. Our competitive teams participate in one of 3 state championship series tournaments: Commissioner Cup, President's Cup, State Cup. Depends on the level of the team is where I would place them. Our recreation program, one of the most cost-efficient soccer programs in the state of Florida. And just to give you, I'll say the numbers, I don't care. We'll, for our rec program, we'll charge $120 for the recreation experience, unless you want to register late. Then, late fees get tacked on. Our competitive team is $1,400, and you compare that other local clubs, you're looking at $2,000 to $3,000 at other clubs. And we've been able to do this as cost efficient as possible. I try to promote coaches from within. So we will take volunteer recreation coaches, and we will actually provide coaching education for them, and we will assist them with the finances for taking coaching courses so that they can obtain licenses. And the more knowledge the coaches obtain, that trickles down to the kids. So everybody's winning on that. Some additional things that we offer the kids, we have a trace video system, and what this system does, it actually follows the ball. So you see the whole field follows the ball. That's how the camera moves back and forth, and each kid can access and log into their own account. So you log into your account, and all of a sudden now that particular player, while watching the video, is being highlighted the whole time. So you can follow that kid the entire game, see everything he does. Also, like John was saying, it tracks the amount of touches you have on the ball, the distances that you run, the speeds, top speed, average speed that you're running throughout a game. Additionally, for some of our competitive teams that chose to try this out, we have these performance trackers. And it's a small vest that they wear underneath their uniform. And again, the distance, pace, the levels of all of their conditioning. It's all analyzed, and it's given to the kids so they can see the progress that they're making throughout a season. Just little things that we help try to provide for. With our recreation program, prior to the first practice, we have a coaches meeting where all the coaches they're shown, and we go over the rules of competition, what's expected of them as coaches, the rules that they need to adhere by, things that we'll be addressing or not addressing throughout the season. The Saturday after that we started this last season, we had a parent orientation where they all come out to CATS, and we introduce ourselves to all of the parents. And again, we explain or we point out our expectations of the kids, of the parents, while at the same time we let them know what they should expect of us in return. After that, which is like an hour later, we break it down where the parents get to meet the coach of their team, and they can discuss team-related things. And then an hour after that, for our volunteer rec coaches, I hold a clinic, and we go over some basic drills that they could use for their age-appropriate teams that they're coaching. You have to understand that many of the coaches in our rec program just soccer moms, soccer dads. They no experience, no knowledge, so they're kind of learning on the fly too. So the quicker we get them up to speed, the more advantageous it is for the kids in the program. See, I think, boy, I don't think I was as long as I thought, huh? Some computing, yeah. Oh, I'll keep going, trust me. Couple of things that we kind of tie in, and it's again, we kind of want the kids in the Strikers program feeling like they have like a big brother, big sister type of experience. So I have worked it out with the Royal Palm Beach High School, where we have 1 to 2 Strikers nights a season for games. If anybody shows up in a Strikers jersey, they have free admission into the game. And it's pretty cool looking up there, seeing all the kids up there, cheering for the kids at the high school. Parents love the idea. Parents even start wearing jerseys so they can kind of sneak in too. But it is what it is. The more people out there, the better for everyone. Performance Shakers. Dick sponsors us. We've also set up things with Inter Miami, the professional soccer team down in Miami, where they will provide group ticket prices to us. And if we have enough people doing it, we attend the game. The kids get to go on the field at the beginning of the game or halftime. And we do that similarly also with that same Inter Miami facility for international competitions. So they see all these famous people on TV. Now they have an opportunity to sit in the stands and see Messi and Ronaldo and, you know, all the big shots that do their thing. I think that's it, unless anybody else has any questions, other than John.
I have no questions.
Anybody, anything? No, sir. All right.
Take your time, Mr. Hassan.
Again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for everything that you do.
All right. Next on the agenda is updates Park and Rec. Mr. Pulowski,
All right.
please be more brief than Mr. Hassan.
So I did in the handout underneath today, so I just, some of this, the capital project updates, Chris Marcy already did the rec center, which I knew, so I did not put that on my list. There is also, next council meeting should be on the agenda for the entry in Hanson for the porticature, so that is basically an overhang on the front entrance, so that should improve people, especially with rain or just sun and stuff like that, with some of the senior activities we have over there with getting in and out of the building.
That's at the Cultural Center?
Yes, at the Cultural Center, yep. So that should be, and that should be under, start seeing construction of that this summer. Bob Marcello, the lighting upgrades. So again, once this spring season is over with, we're doing some light repairs and maintenance right now, this week, but it is in for a project to switch to LED lights for fields 1 and 4 and the basketball court and the batting cages, and that'll still leave us a couple more fields left, the smaller ones, so we'll still be looking at those ones too, as far as converting those to LED lights. Over at Commons Park, two projects, the Frisbee golf, disc golf course, some of the holes don't have 2 tee pads, so this amount of money will allow us to have 2 tee pads for each one, so regardless of what your skill level is, if you want to play a shorter distance or the longer distance, you'll have that option at every hole. Also, after the 4th of July Fest this year, we should be starting on our Access for All playground. So the northern playground will get resurfaced, and then adjacent to that will be the All Access playground. So that's scheduled for this year as well. Pickleball courts is in this year's fiscal year as well. I did not include that for those 2 down in the Counterpoint. Yep. And then the athletic artificial turf for Katz Field. So we did resubmit for our application. It is in the fiscal year 26 budget, which starts October 1st of this year. So fingers crossed we get the grant too, so we can do a lot more.
As I understand it, missed out on the grant by like, they did 25 and we were number 26 or something to that
They
effect?
did 15 and we were number 18.
Okay, so are we hoping that we're now at the top of the list?
Well, I hope so, yes. Yes, I hope so, yes, yeah. So that's some updates on the capital projects. As far as just operations and what we do in our parks, I just wanted to add, so there was a page I just added with a little bit of graphics and pictures for you guys too, of some of the work that we're doing, that the park staff is doing in the bathrooms. That always seems to come up on surveys or questions, like what can you do to improve the park experience and stuff. Bathrooms is always one of the tougher challenges because they're open to the public from 8 in the morning till 8 at night. And so we are working on the ones that are the painted floors, we're resurfacing them with an epoxy flooring. So you can see so I got some pictures of some of the ones we've already completed and the status of where we're at right now with that. So some of the parks, like where it says to be determined, it could be because they're newer or they're not concrete painted. They could have tile in there. Like I know, like what I did mention, like Veterans Park is all tile flooring, so it actually is in decent shape. So it wouldn't be something that we have over the years kept repainting and stuff. And then also going through and looking at the fixtures in the bathroom. So whether it be the hand dryers and or the toilet fixtures and stuff, and changing out that hardware in those stores, which obviously the weather and the environment isn't friendly to those things. So, so I just wanted to share that with you too. So that is on our radar, and that is something that we're definitely started this year. It wasn't in the previous years and stuff, but now that you'll start to see that improvement and stuff. So, all right, excellent. And then I am open to any questions too, if anybody has about anything related to the parks or recreation.
I have no questions.
I do, but if does anybody want to go first?
Please.
First of all, as a parent who takes their child to our public parks, thank you very much for working on the bathrooms. A couple things is, I had somebody who asked me, because we're doing such additional things to Commons Park, is there ever the opportunity to have an off-road course? I know there's one behind the rec center, but just because of the hills that are already at Commons Park, do you foresee that we could potentially do something like that?
I think the issue would be it potentially would conflict with the disc golf course.
Okay, and that's what I
So that's
thought.
a lot of
because
people
the
don't
two-
realize that
Yeah.
runs the perimeter of the park.
Right.
So a lot of times if you're not aware of that, you just you're in the parking area or you're the entry and you're looking out and like, well, look at all this space.
Right.
But then you would have.
Then you realize it's on the course itself.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for the additions that we've had to the 5K track, because I love that we're official 5K track, so it's a lot easier for organizations to come in and do that. We talked about directional signage for them, so I don't know if that's in the October budget or if we can squeeze it in permanent signage, directional signage. So especially when you get to the forks of the road and you're like, oh, you have to run behind the dog park or you have to go across the street. If that's an option. And then did we still have the arch or do we not have the arch anymore?
We still have the arch.
We do, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's something that organizations, when they come in to register to use the course, that they can just request, or do you automatically do it?
No, typically with the arch, we use it for any village-sponsored 5Ks or events that we do, like bike rodeo, those kind of things.
Right.
Because it has our logo on it. But typically for outside 5Ks, we require them to bring their own arch.
Okay. Is it possible then that we could add that to the request? I know we talk about, like, if they needed staff, they need to pay for it. If they wanted whatever, is that an option? And I'm just throwing it out there. I don't need an answer right now, but something to consider.
We could certainly have a conversation at staff level.
Perfect, thanks. And then the last question I had, and I don't know if this is you or Parks and Rec versus maintenance, but the boat ramp behind Brass Ring.
Yep.
Is that,
The Public Works is working on that.
That is- okay, so
That's a Public Works
thank you very
project,
much.
yes. And I know it's come up in my staff level meetings too, so I'm not sure what the status is, but I know it's definitely Public Works, yep.
Of course. The last thing on the agenda is a schedule of people to speak over the course of 2025. February meeting, February 3rd, 2025, Brandon Pendergrast is going to, from the Recreation Supervisor, he's going to talk about recreation and provide group updates. April 21st, 2025, Rontavius Atkins, Program Supervisor, is going to discuss things related to the rec center. July 21st, 2025, Stephen Poinier, Events and Facilities Manager, will speak about the Cultural Center in Cypress Hall. September 15th, 2025, Silvio Pierre Lewis, Events and Facilities Manager, discuss things related to Commons Park and special events. And finally, October 20th of 2025, Shakira Thompson, Program Supervisor, will discuss senior-related events in the Young at Heart program. So those are all of the things on the agenda. Before I make a motion or ask for a motion to adjourn, are there any further comments from the dais? Anybody in the gallery? Motion to adjourn?
Do we need one?
Motion to adjourn, do I have a second? Second. Excellent, meeting adjourned. Everybody have a great night.
Selena, Selena's got cake. She brought it as a thank you.